Just got back into town from working in Texas, and I just wanted to share a thought about this word accountability. You know, for quite a while now, we've been trying to, I think, correct the misuse of that word. I think accountability oftentimes comes across as I'm going to hold someone accountable, meaning I'm going to blame somebody. Somebody needs to be blamed. Someone needs to be held accountable. You know, the true definition of that word, I think the truest definition of it is a person's willingness to be, to give an account and to tell the story of their whatever they did, their work or their actions. I've almost given up on it. We should still talk about it. We should still talk about what true accountability is, but I just talked to a lot of different people in different countries, and in a lot of places they really use more of a word like ownership. And I don't really think you could make somebody have ownership. I think that's definitely intrinsic. It's a much more positive word. So maybe the focus should shift a bit towards, let's build an environment of ownership where people feel like they're a part of something. If I feel like I'm part of something, some of you know I messed up my boat, on a boat ramp in a storm. I dropped it off the trailer, and I owned that. That wasn't anybody else's. I had to fix it. I built the thing to begin with, but I had to fix it. But I didn't start blaming other people. I didn't blame the weather, for crying out loud. And nobody needed to hold me accountable. It's my boat for my family and friends, and so I own it. I'll straighten out the damage that was done and try to make it better to help prevent it next time. I don't know. Just feels like the word ownership and the focus on ownership is much more positive, and it changes the conversation quite a bit, because if I'm building an environment of ownership, that means I've got to spend time with my team and my colleagues and fellow workers and the people above me or whatever, like really talking about what our strategy is, talking about what our goals are, who are we, why are we doing this, I talk to power companies all the time. It's like, you have an incredible mission, the military, but manufacturing does too, providing products for people and farming. And everybody that does work should be proud of what they do and should have ownership in what they do. So maybe we just focus a little more, or maybe a lot more, on building an environment of ownership where people can speak freely and openly about problems and good things and bad things, and really work together to make things better. I think it also helps with the whole getting rid of some of the Tayloristic, parent-child dynamic, because if we're in it together and we own it, you don't have to tell me I own it. I know I own it. I'm a part of something. So just a few thoughts. A little windy out here. I've got my jacket on for like the first time this season. Not happy about having to wear a jacket, because I'm definitely a warm weather person. But back here in Chattanooga, our little airport, my good old truck there waiting on me. And so let's go get some gear ready for our last run on the lake this weekend, I think. All right, take care. If you're ever in Chattanooga, look me up. Bye.